What is up, everybody? Welcome to ROCKtober. Everyone thought that this month would be horrible. They thought September would be horrible due to past seasonality. But, you just can't bank on that. You got to let the market dictate. So I want to get into some trades I've made in October and show you them. And also, I want to talk to you about YQQQ. And the reason why I think it's a good hedge or a good short opportunity. So let's get into it. This is Mike, the tactical stock scalper. All right. So, I'm going to talk about some of these trades I've been into. And the first trade I got into in October was October 3rd. And you can see this right here where I have that line pointed to. Why did I get in there? Well, because we have an uptrending market. We had a touch and hold on the 20 EMA on SPY. And SPY is really good about respecting EMAs. Let me put this little oval here for you, okay? So, part of my trading strategy is using the 4 EMA trading strategy. And we look for touches and holds on EMAs, whether it be an uptrending market or a downtrending market. But this is an uptrending market. So we had a beautiful touch and hold here off the 20 EMA on SPY. We went long, and then the next day, and I say we because it's we in the membership group, not just me, but all the members that are participating in these trades. And then we sold it that day, October 4th. And then, lo and behold, the next day, we had another touch on the 20. And then the next day held it that you can see right there where I have that line pointed to. And yep, the very next day, sold for profits again. Now, you could say, Mike, what if you'd have held? What if, you don't know that's going to happen. And you can't predict the market. People think technical analysis is horrible because what they'll do is they'll go all in at a level, and then at a level will break, and then they'll say, oh, technical analysis sucks. It's just not the deal. You use it as a tool and an instrument for entries and exits, and then you take quick profits and you're done. So these are two trades we made. One was October 3rd, took profits on the 4th, and then the next was October 8th, and we took profits October 9th. And I think those were two great little trades. Easy money, uptrending market, touch and holds off EMAs. Up we go. And, there's two wins right away. Now, the next trade we took was October 10th, and this is on IWM. Let me go here and show you this. I love IWM. It is just an amazing ETF to trade. I've traded it for a long period of time. Let me show you why. So it trades in channels, okay? And it's much easier to predict, say, than many other stocks, right? So the top of the channel is at 230. The bottom of this particular channel that we're in currently is at 210. And don't forget, I'm going to talk about YQQQ and why it's been such a good hedge and a good short, and you want to hang on for that. So basically, IWM in this upper channel, let's go to a weekly time frame, trades between 230 and 210, okay? Here's why. Here's the 230 level over here. This was this channel that it was in way back in 2021. We have revisited this channel. And let's zoom in here. And then the bottom of the channel is 210, right? That you can clearly see over here. And we'll extend it over here, right? So you can see the bottom of this channel over here years ago, right, was at 210. It traded between 210 and 230. Now, yes, it would get below it a little bit, and as you can see up here with the Wyckoff pattern, had a blow off top and got above it, right? But by and large, it traded in that channel between 210 and 230. And now we're seeing the same exact thing replicate just years later. So let's finish this line up here for you. Okay. All right, so let me get into these trades. Let's go back to the daily time frame. Because I trade IWM so often and have for years, I'm intimately familiar with it. So October 10th, we went long on IWM. We went long here in October, right in here, you can see. And these trades are published in my Discord server. So if you're in the Discord server, you see when I post these trades. We went long right here, October 10th. Now, why did we do this? It didn't get all the way down to 210. That's because the last few times it got down to 215, it couldn't break it right there. Right here. Right? Got down close to 215. It couldn't break it. The next time it got down, after 2 times of not being able to break 215, I was not going to let this opportunity pass me by. So it got there to 215. And then 10-11, we sold for profits. Right here. Okay? And it was a great trade. Bounced right off support there at 215. It wasn't able to break it for a few times in a row. Went up, made profits there. Then we shorted. Okay? We shorted IWM. So we went long, took it to the top. And now when it got up close to 225, let's erase some of these lines here. See if I can erase a couple of them here. See if this helps. Okay, perfect. So then when it got up to 225, which is getting close to that 230 mark, we started buying in shorts, right? So we went short. Let me check my date here, 10/15. Went short here. And if you have any questions, any of the members in the membership group could, maybe they'll leave comments or something about it or whatever. But yeah, this is absolute truth. Went short here. And then we averaged down. Once across 225 and was holding up here. We averaged down up there. And then we sold on 10/21. Why did we do that? Why did I pick this trade? Because IWM trades in channels. 230 is the top of the channel. You start buying in around 225 to go short. You start averaging down as it gets above 225, lowering your cost basis, increasing share size, and then once it drops, you sell it for profit. Pretty simple. We sold right there. Now, yes, it has gone lower since that point, but you just are never guaranteed. Once we start making profits, I am out of the trade and done and waiting for the next opportunity. Now, October 14th, we shorted Nvidia. Let me show you why. And honestly, I don't know. Luck, skill, call it whatever you want to call it. I don't really freaking care what you want to call it. But as you see right here on October 14th, okay, see where this line is right here? Nvidia came to a double top. See right there, October 14th? It hit this double top of previous resistance. So we went short. And then the next day, it dumped right here. And we took profits on this short on Nvidia. Got in and out. Now, why am I not holding these? Why am I doing that? Because everything is uptrending. So when you're shorting, you have to take quick profits when the opportunity arises. If not, if we would have held this thing, look, Nvidia has now since broke through the double top and looks like it could even go higher, right? So we took quick profits on the dump. Double top signaled to go short. We went short, collected the money, and moved on. Okay? So those have been some of the trades I've made in October. We have not lost a trade since I've started the membership group. We're 14-0. And I only trade typically the markets. Yeah, you see here in Nvidia. But by and large, I only trade the markets. And I have to wait for a level to be hit. I don't just trade to trade. I wait for a level to be hit. And then when it hits, bam, I'm in that trade and off we go. Yes, we will lose trades in the future. That's going to happen. When you trade, it's inevitable. You will lose. But we haven't lost since I started the membership group in, what are we at, 2 months, 2.5 months, up to 50 members, more than that now? Yeah. So, yeah, that's where we're at with that. Now, I want to talk to you about YQQQ. We are currently in a short with YQQQ. Let me zoom in here. I want to show you something that's awesome. We went short here on FOMC right here. Okay. Had no idea if the market was going to rip or dump, but I wanted to try YQQQ, and I like it a lot better than options because if I did puts, let's say on the Qs, I already would have sold for a loss. But because I'm in YQQQ, I don't have to. It's very defensive, and I'm really enjoying this as a hedge to all my long positions. So I want you to pay attention to this, okay? Look at YQQQ now in this box. Okay, you see this? Basically going nowhere. And we haven't gone anywhere since FOMC. Look at the Qs. Right? Here's where I went short on the Qs with YQQQ right here. And we've done nothing since that point but rip up. See this? I mean, since that point, the NASDAQ has gained over $20, right? $25 to be exact, right? Where we're at right now. Now, again, let's look at YQQQ. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This thing is just trading in this range, and it must be the mechanics. I don't know I haven't looked at their actual puts that they're doing or whatever on YQQQ. All I know is it's working. So I'm going to collect a dividend this Friday for holding this short position, not losing a ton of revenue while I'm holding it. Right? This is a wonderful hedge right now as it appears. Now, if the market starts dropping, the only thing I don't know about YQQQ, let's say here, okay, let me erase these lines. Let's just say for whatever reason, the Qs start collapsing and they start coming down, to levels that they typically come down to these EMAs right down here. This is why I use EMAs to trade on the markets. They'll come down to these EMAs. They may overthrow them a little bit or whatever, but generally speaking, they come down to EMAs and will gain support around those levels and then take off, right? But when it comes down to these levels, what's going to happen to YQQQ? How will Yield Max handle this position? Will we get a big rip back up to these levels up in here? I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But right now, what I can say about YQQQ, I don't know if we're going to get a lot of appreciation on the upside. But what I do know is it's extremely defensive. And when you're shorting an uptrending market where everything is against you, right? Let's look at SPY. Everything is against you. Look at the market. Just absolutely ripping. Comes the EMAs, like right here, gets support, takes off. All the EMAs are up. They're trending up. The money flow is up. Momentum is up. And then look at YQQ. Stagnant. Extremely defensive. I am loving YQQQ. I hope you enjoy the content and some of the trades I shared with you. This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper, out.